This is Max Shears for 12 Ounce Media. I'm delighted to be joined by Eddie Hearn. I just wanted to start off, obviously, Dave Allen, he made comments about Johnny Fisher, pretty much saying if it becomes a fight, Johnny Fisher gets knocked out.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on them comments?
Yeah, I think that it's going to become a fight. I mean, one thing that he does, Dave Allen, which by his own admission, he starts quite slow, right? It's quite easy to win the first 3 or 4 rounds against Dave Allen. Johnny Fisher did it last time. You bank 4 rounds in a 10-round fight. If you end up having a war, you're in a good spot. So I think that's what Johnny's got to do. But Johnny also won't be able to help himself. When he lands on Dave Allen or when he hurts Dave Allen, he's going to jump all over him. And this time, you've got the noise and you've got the atmosphere, which is very different to what we saw last time in Riyadh because it was the first fight of the night. So Johnny doesn't have the experience to box the perfect fight. So there's going to be drama, but hopefully this time he can, seal the deal in style.
Yeah, definitely. Now, for Johnny Fisher, the fan base he has, even his dad, how easy does it make it for you as a promoter of Johnny Fisher?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to do just under 8,000 tickets a sellout for what is really a British heavyweight level fight, right? Now, obviously, there's controversy, there's narrative, but he's a massive ticket seller. And, he's a guy that can be filling the copper box consistently. He can fill the O2 in fights against Adelaide or TKV or, I don't know, whoever it's going to be. But he's got to come through Saturday. And if he does that, his star will continue to rise.
Yeah, now as a guy from Yorkshire, someone I wanted to speak about is Leo Tang. How much of a talent is he and how excited are you?
Yeah, I mean, there's 3 fighters, we've ended up signing them all, who I've been looking at for a while, and they just come along once in a sort of generation, and that's Adam Maka, Tia Ayton and Leo Tang. And they're all like 3 musketeers, I call them, because they're all like travelling around at all these tournaments. And I watched them in the under-19s, the Worlds, and they were just sensational. And of course, for Leo, he's a heavyweight, right? So he's 18 years old, he's 6'4", like he's carved out of stone already. He's got a lot of development at 18. Now, don't forget, when we signed Anthony Joshua, who's 22, 23 years old, he'd been in European championships, world championships at senior amateur level. So Leo's got a lot of work to do, but what we want to do with him is keep him nice and active. He'll debut in July, and he's a phenomenal talent. And he's a really good kid as well, like really likeable, great energy. I think he's got a perfect work ethic, personality to be a massive star. But it's heavyweight boxing and it's not easy. But we're going to give him every opportunity, keep him nice and active, and he's going to be a massive one for the future.
Yeah, and obviously Jake Paul returns. A few years ago, you called him an average boxer. Do you still see him as an average boxer? Do you think he's better now?
Average boxer, like that's at the time, he didn't really understand the backhanded compliment which it was. Like, there's a lot of average boxers. I have a lot of average boxers on my show because a lot of them are fighting prospects coming through. That not every fighter is going to go and win championships and make a living out of boxing. I mean, he's done it because of his profile. Has he improved? 100%. Has he worked hard? 100%. Is he a world-class fighter? Absolutely not. But there ain't a lot of world-class fighters. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But what he's doing is I guess he's earning an honest living. This one's a little bit different because I guess he is a fighter, Chavez, but he did lose to the guy who he beat previously, and he's, Chavez has been through a lot. But if he is in a decent place and trains hard, I think he'll be all right. I think it's a good opponent choice.
Yeah. Now, last one. Obviously, we see Tyson Fury active in the gym. I have to ask: is there any Tyson Fury updates?
No. Other than he's teasing us every day, and we live in hope.
Yeah, Eddie Hearn, thank you for your